Day 6. Tomorrow is a week since I had my amputation. And today, well, it's been a frustrating day because I have been waiting for things to happen and they haven't happened. So my day started off with somebody that I met a few hospital stays ago came to see me and we went to the coffee shop downstairs. Now I learned then that my wheelchair skills in a straight line are actually pretty good compared to somebody walking on 2 feet. What I don't have is speed around corners, but I have managed to improve my reversing skills into the lift and back out. So that is a bonus because before I was crashing into people and things, so it's not good. I've also reversed into this room through that door. So this is good news because then I can go out forwards. But the other things you don't think of is that that door opens inwards, going out. So it's getting out through the door and getting it shut after you whilst fitting a wheelchair through it. Have you ever thought of those problems? The other things I bet you have never thought of is, well, let me just be frank. Have you ever tried to go to the toilet on one leg? It's quite tricky, especially when you're trying to get your clothes down, your clothes up, standing up, sitting down, all them sorts of things, standing on one leg. So the wall has become my friend. My shoulder against the wall, and that's my support. And I'm getting quite good at twizzling around on one foot. So I hope my shoes stand up to it. Also, the other thing is getting dressed with one leg. Now, when your legs are the different lengths, like this, you've got to do it in a certain order. Because if you start with the short one, then you get yourself in a tangle when you put your foot in the long one. Have you ever thought of that? Probably not. Well, I now know about this. So what else have I done today? The doctors came around. Yeah, we had an argument. Now, the positive thing is that the doctors said I could go out of here to Q because I'm at the max that they can do for me rehab-wise. The physio said there's nothing more that they can do because what they wanted to do is get people up and out and moving, and I can do that already. But the frustrating thing is she still won't let me do it by myself. So I have to call the nurse to go to the toilet and get out of the chair, bed and into the chair and I've tried to get them to change it and they just won't. Even so, they've told me there's nothing more they can do for me and I need to be discharged and go to Q. Now, the reason for that is some stupid system, DHB system, means that I need to be in my local hospital for them to be able to assess my house and give me a wheelchair. Even though the two hospitals are in the same district health board region. Figure that out. So I'm occupying a bed here. I'm occupying a bed there. I don't need to. And they need to sort the shit out, basically. It's all stupid. So meanwhile, I have to sit here and wait for a bed to become available and an ambulance to become available. God knows when that's going to be. So I'm not feeling very impressed. On top of that, the physio came around and she told me that there was no more physio that we could do really. So I thought, well, stuff it. I'm going to do my own. Now, I still haven't safely managed the balancing on one leg thing, but I will. And you notice I did it next to a window where I could hold on to something. But yes, we need to do some work on that. And also the glute on the standing leg. We need to do some work on that. And I can't quite yet stand up just using one leg. Need to work on that too. But it's a start. And if she's not going to do it, then I'll do it for my flipping self. I had a surprise visitor. A couple of friends, Jenny and Murray from Invercargill. I was really amazed, actually, that they had come up to see me. So lovely that they did that. And they gave me a bag full of goodies. Now, that's always welcome. I also had my electoral vote papers delivered to me because it's a remote vote because I can't attend a polling station. So they came today. And finally, the Deliver Easy voucher that my friend Liz gave me. Thank you, Liz. I exercised it again today and ordered this. Yum, yum. Now, I am confusing the Delivery Easy drivers. They don't seem to come to the hospital much. Now, I'm really not sure why, because the food here is awful. So I had a much better meal than I would have had I not called them. So thank you, Liz, and thank you for the Delivery Easy. I had a very delicious chicken Rogan Josh. So my next battle is to see if they will let me have remote rehab from my actual own physio. It's a battle I'm still fighting, and I really don't know why they're making me sit here when nothing much is happening. It's really quite frustrating. But on a plus side, what I do need to point out, and a lot of people have asked me about this and I've forgotten to mention it in a lot of these video blogs, comparison between the before and after surgery. So before surgery, I was on a ginormous cocktail of drugs and it was not helping my pain. I'm now on a fraction of the pain meds that I was on before, and I've got zero pain. I've also been sleeping right through the night, and I haven't done that for a very, very long time due to the pain. So what I find quite incredible is I'm only 6 days post amputation and I've got no pain whatsoever, and I can move my leg easily, and I just need to wait for the swelling to go down, and then we're on a rock and roll. So this journey has actually been pretty damned amazing to this date, and I'm really hoping it will continue. I know that I need to reel my enthusiasm in a little, and I'm doing that, and they've told me that I need to really take care of the end of the leg, because anything that happens to it, then I've already told you, we revise it and they take more of my leg, so we don't want that. So I'm having to match my enthusiasm with some reality, and I think I'm doing that reasonably well so far. They argue with me and then they say no, and well, so they're sticking to their guns pretty much. Although I am now able to get around freely in a wheelchair, which is quite pleasing. So I've been doing multiple laps of the ward to get my shoulder strength up. I think I've done about 25 laps today. So you've got to do what you can do within your borders of your parameters. So I've been sat in this chair all day because as soon as I get out of it, I've got to get permission to get back into it. And so I'm feeling relatively free within the confines of the hospital, and I've been allowed to have home leave. Well, not home leave. I'm allowed to leave to go for lunch and things, as long as I promise not to get out of the chair. So that's quite exciting too. So that's what I've been up to today, and I'm going to finish with a snippet of something that I'm working on. I'm actually quite excited that I can even do this.